Day 2 at Silver Springs State Park starts out on the misty clear waters before we explore around Pioneer Village and other trails in search of monkeys.
Sugarcane syrup.
Is the sand in your sock worth it? Is the sunburn worth it?
Here's the launch site. Oh, it's so warm. Why won't they let us go swimming? Right.
On the park website, it mentioned that Fort King Paddle Trail was partially closed due to the boardwalk construction. I didn't know how much we'd miss, but looking at the map, we missed like 90% of it.
Creek closed.
Here we got to enjoy a juvenile little blue heron feeding along the banks and many turtles under the water.
That was a Fort King Paddle Trail. Now we're gonna go that way.
This water was so clear, and you can actually see these amazing fish and turtles swimming from above. There was even an island of cormorant nests full of babies where people gathered and took pictures. But not too far away, I got to see this guy fishing under the water. And then one more trip through Fort King Trail looking for those monkeys before our next adventure.
So many people.
So last night's fire was kind of puny, so now we're off to find some already downed firewood for tonight's fire.
We might have found our winner. We're almost ready. We've got some palms to get it started, some littles, some mediums, and we gotta go find some more big logs. Off we go. So we're back at the little village. It's closed to the public for a few more hours. So we're gonna hike, and first we're gonna do the river trails. There's another poster for monkeys. Let's see if we can see them over here. We think maybe the construction that was going on at the boardwalk and at the river had them leave the river. So we're gonna find them. It's so nice. Everywhere there are these benches so you can just sit down and relax.
So we love being on the trail. We got a little bit of a late start today because it was so freezing last night. How cold was it?
It was about 45 when we woke up this morning.
So we went back to bed for just a little bit. So we were late to get on the launch. So that's why we didn't have like a little intro for today. But hopefully we'll still see some monkeys. It goes to the river. Is that like the primitive camping over here? And I think it...
This is where we got scared off by here.
So if you want to experience real Florida, here is a wilderness area. Beyond this point, experienced hikers only. Unmarked trails, GPS, compass, phone, and survival supplies are recommended. But we're not going that way. We're going to the river. This way. It looks like we're coming up on a loop. You can go that way, and then it looks like there is the kayak launch over there. That is crazy how many people were at that kayak launch. This is like a mile up the trail. There's an app by the Cornell Lab of Merlin, and it has a new update, and I thought I'd like to share it. So if you're out birding and you don't know what the bird is, you can just let it record and it'll tell you what you have. So look, we're gonna check out the museum. It's only during from until 2 o'clock, like 10 to 2. It said that somewhere else. There's a library. We're gonna go to the museum though. Yeah, this is like a little school. The 5th grade classroom. Glass bottom boat, probably the original. Well, that sucks. And I can see in there that it's $2, so we wouldn't have been able to go there anyway. Whoa, wonder what's in here. Wow, that's gonna be so cool to open.
And what, the NSYNC CDs?
NSYNC CDs. So what else was happening in 19? Well, was it 1991? Yeah. 1991. NSYNC CDs. That's so pretty. Let's go look at Cracker Country. Warm. Florida Cracker Homestead Replica. This replica was donated to Marion County Public Schools by Ocala National Forest Interpretive Association. The students and visitors will benefit and enjoy the education, historic significance of our heritage that is represented by this replica. 1995. Barefoot Willie's Cabin, 1830s. How big would you think these are? Like
20 by 20?
20 by 20? 1860s. See a sugarcane press back there? That's cool. Cracker Cow Camp. Like chickens? The chicken coop? See, that's simple. Just a few nesting boxes and some sleep and roost bar. Sugarcane syrup. Man, that bowl is huge. Smokehouse. This is a log home, and we might actually be able to see inside. So now that we finished up looking around the little cracker village, we're gonna go back on the sinkhole trail. This time we're actually gonna do the sinkhole trail, and then maybe later tonight we'll come back and do the one we did yesterday that goes out to that boardwalk. See, I told you earlier, it's only until 2 p.m. because it's 3 now. This trail is well marked, so now we're gonna go that way. Sinkhole trail. Look at all of these pine cones. Look, it's a smiley face.
Was it worth it? Is the sand in your sock worth it? Is the sunburn worth it?
It's very hot. Yesterday was so nice. Today is getting quite warm. Okay. Sinkhole trail this way. Look at the size of this ant's head. Gotta go over the street to the other side. Exactly. Without getting run over. See, it says sinkhole also. I think it's just a trail marker. We have yet to see the sinkhole. Well, this part of the trail is much more covered. Alright, I think I see what could be a sinkhole off the trail. Alright, we think we found it. This is like a small little cavity in the ground. Who knows? We can see that over there it's much lower, but we can't get to it. So here is the sinkhole. Look at how cool, super high density planting, and all the trees are doing well. So there's the sinkhole, and if anybody wanted to know where on the map the sinkhole actually is, it's right there. So we came in here, we did all of that, we're now here, and we're gonna walk back, go to the cabin, and make some dinner. We're going back that way. To the cabin there. Look at that grapevine. These are grapes. It's coming out of here. Look at all the sinkholes we're finding on Sinkhole Trail. There's another one. There's so much pig dirt. Now we found a hog cage.
So we just got back, enjoyed some lunch, enjoyed some beers, disgusting. And I'm trying to play with the GoPro, and check this out. I'm so glad that this happened now. So when I'm pulling it out, it's not broke. So I'm glad it didn't happen whenever it was in the water. But this is going to... Oh, yay. We're all about improvising. So I'm assuming that everybody uses lighter fluid charcoal. We couldn't get our charcoal in there after it's lit. So we're going to just leave it in the chimney and use that one. When we go camping, we like to try something new each time. So today we're going to make burgers and roasted corn, and we're going to cook directly on the grill grates. For the corn, we have a garlic butter, and we saw to use a barbecue seasoning, and yeah, it's gonna be delicious. Like microwave for a minute first to start to soften them. Thank you, oak trees. I got them. Neither of us like cobbed corn, so we cut that off. And here's what it looks like. It's gonna be delicious. Alright, it's 7 o'clock and we're refreshed and we're about to go out and have night hiking. So whenever you go outside hiking at night, make sure that you know the area and that you're going to a hike that you've been before, and make sure that you have these. So these are lamps, like little headlamps. So it has a red light and a white light. So make sure that you have fresh batteries too. So let's go see what we can get into. Ah, this trail again. And there's the sign. So we're gonna try this boardwalk one more time, and it's pretty cool at the end to hang out during night anyway, because there are these bats that will come at the lights. So it's gonna be cool to check that out. And if we don't see the monkeys, we still had fun. So but let's see what we see. Okay, now our night hiking begins. How are you doing?
Still kicking.
Alright, what are we making now?
Beer cheese dip.
We figured it'd be easier to make the dip inside and then we'll take it outside instead of doing this in the dark. Nope. Oh, it's boiled. Just needs milk. I know, it's like really curdled. But it just doesn't taste good either.
Fail. I just taste like the shredded cheese dust.
Yeah. That didn't take long at all to clean. You want to make sure that whenever you have cast iron that you make sure to season it. So we washed it real quickly with salt and then put oil in it. Now we're going to heat it up and use it again for breakfast. So normally our night hikes last a little longer than they did today, but that's because of this man that we ran into while we're on the boardwalk. So what happened?
Yeah, so we were just looking at the water, and then a guy just appeared on a bike. Stood there for about 3 minutes and said, "Hey guys, be careful, at night the pigs come out." And then he just left. Usually we never see anyone on the trail at any time near where we were, so we took it as a weird omen and just got out of there.
Yeah, so we did not see any pigs because you don't want to see pigs out there at night. But now we're just enjoying our fire. Good morning, welcome back to our last day at the park. We're just gonna make some breakfast and then do a little bit of hiking this morning. Breakfast is served. Delicious. Alright, so we just walked around the boardwalk a little bit. We unfortunately did not see any monkeys. We saw a couple and they said that they saw them yesterday. So they're here, we just didn't get to see them. But hope that you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one. In our next adventure, we camp at a special place and make some new friends along the way.